Day two.
Day two, here we go. Day three.
Day three. Day two, but I didn't really count. Big day today. How far are we going today?
It's about 130 k's.
I thought we might focus on what we eat today. What have you got for breakfast?
I've got a bacon and egg roll and a coffee.
Which is one thing you can normally get in an Australian country town. So we're in Forbes. We got up early, it's about 7:30. Having said that, we went to bed early after our 2-for-1 dinner yesterday. We only had one each, not two. Anyway, so we and we got 130 k's. So I reckon we've got about 40k on sort of not main road, semi-road, and then the rest is sort of cross country. So we'll see how we go. But anyway, look at that, fueled. We've got to go to Woolies and get some food as well, huh? So here's the food for the day. Donuts, snakes, which are like jellies, Jats crackers, which will probably heat up and be horrible, biscuits, and a banana and some water. So literally we've got to go 130k and there will not be a shop. So that's about the best I could do at 7:30 this morning, trying to work out what we need. Let's see how we go. All bright day. There you go. Well, after yesterday saying there was nothing to see, apparently there's sculpture all along the Lachlan Valley Way where we're going for the first 40k. That's roadkill sculpture, which is looking at roadkill from the kangaroo's perspective, and I think he's sort of damaging the car and the trailer here. He's created something. Oh, he's pulling an explosion in the middle.
Yeah, he blew it
Wow,
up.
who says we're not on holiday?
What happened, Ben?
The roadkill sculpture took its revenge. I got a bindi, which is like a really thin, well, a spiky thorn that's basically gone through, so we've had to change a wheel. But we have everything we need.
Brilliant.
So this is Gemalong Weir, which is about 25k out of Forbes, and Robin.
When I used to live in Forbes for the last 2 years of school, on weekend we'd come out here for a picnic and swim in the river.
But they
They
fenced it all off now. There's actually a caravan site, but it's fenced off. The nanny state to protect you from yourself. So you just literally used to swim in there, did you?
Yeah.
Did you have a safety briefing or anything?
No, I don't think so.
40 years ago.
Look
see?
out for each other.
This is what's known as Tour Tarmac. When you cycle the Tour de France as a professional, they relay it all for you. We spend most of our time on this stuff, which actually is quite quick. Anyway, there you go, middle of nowhere still. So this is the reward for riding into the wind all day yesterday. We're doing about 30k an hour. The wind's actually behind us, the roads are fast, and that means you can get a lot of ground covered pretty quickly, which makes things a bit easier. Then you don't have to work so hard later on in the day. Well, if you do, at least you're not as tired. Long may it last. Our friend the gravel robin. Car up! You can see it because of the plumes of dust. I don't think we got too much of this today. 10, 15, 20, 30 k's. Anyway, we'll see. Alright, that's called Manor Mountain, which is just a hill really. But I've actually cycled up there. You can cycle your bikes. It's a bit different from yesterday. And we've got dirt road, and we have literally stopped because, well, we stopped as well, Robin. You might be able to hear it.
Water and...
Wait for it.
It didn't blow his horn.
Good job, see the wind's behind us. Look at it all just tasting down there. It's like Pigpen. That's what we have to contend with. Empty roads and then we get covered in that. Cotton field yesterday. Well, that is the cotton. That's how they bales it in big round bales. I think he's going down the road we're going down, so we might let him go. There we go. right, Robin, what are we doing? Having a picnic?
Having a picnic. I've had a banana, now I'm having some cheese and crackers.
What are we eating today? Donuts, yogurts, everything that we bought basically. We're down to some biscuits now. And we chose a rather picturesque spot just by the River Seine. This is what I say about there is literally nothing between these towns, so there's nowhere to stop. There's a cab draft up there. So here we are, different motel, but similar like yesterday. That last picture that you just saw is the West Wyalong Country Club, where we actually got married 27 years ago.
5 days ago.
It was our anniversary last week, so we've come back to where the scene of the crime. We've actually been back a few times, haven't we, with bike rides, but it's good to come through. So we made it to West Wyalong. We managed to go and see Robin's mum, Ida, which was nice. She's in a home there. And then we had a few beers in town and cycled out. So all in all, hard day, another hard day. But actually, with the wind behind you, it makes a difference, doesn't it? What do you think?
The wind is my friend. I'm not your friend.
People won't get that obscure reference. What is it? Do you even know where that's from?
It's the Mighty Bush.
The Mighty Bush. You got there. You got there. Yeah, you did. But yes, I mean, what probably today was a lot. Yesterday was an investment because it was hard, because into the wind, it was on gravel. Today was gravel and tar, but it was coming back with the wind behind us. And also it makes you appreciate the elements, because we've had 3 stunning days. I mean, it might sound hot for some of you, but like 30 degrees out here because it's dry and the wind is just easy. So we've had 3 stunning days, but it does make you appreciate every little rise. You sit in your cars driving, but every little rise in that hill, every little change of wind, you feel it all, particularly after sort of 5-6 hours in the saddle. So, but that was a really good fun day today. Hard work, but good fun, and rewarded by a night in the country club, West Wyalong Country Club. I think that makes it sound a lot more sort of flash than it is, but it's a lovely place. We did get married here, and they're fond memories. So tomorrow we've just got another 50k home. We've decided.
Home.
Gonna have a lie in. Gonna just go and get a coffee. Go and see Robin's mum again. She's in a people's home here, and then we'll ride back to the farm, and then we'll do a summary of what we think about in terms of just the overall bike packing malarkey.
And the how sensible we were about packing.
Yeah, I think we've probably learned a few lessons, haven't we? Carried a lot of shit a long way for no reason. All right, ciao. All right, Robin, what hill's that?
I think that's called Jenkins Hill.
And over the hill, were we in the Shire?
Yeah,
It's about 8k up the road from here, so we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Okay, there we go. 375 kilometres over 4 days, done and dusted. All right, so what are the learnings? Bikes and riders.
I'd say as long as your bike is comfortable, all's good.
So we're all good for Spain?
Yes.
I think what I learned was if you set us a task, we'll get it done. So if you need to get from A to B, whether it's 100, 130 or more, we will tend to do it. We might not see anything. It might be more of an endurance sprint, but we'll certainly get it done. So that's good. All right. Second thing, bike packing kit.
Don't be precious about folding stuff. Just wedge it in.
Yeah, I think you're not going to turn up looking like, pristine. Having said that, we didn't look too bad. I think we've got to have a rethink. I think we can get rid of a lot of kit. Issue is we're going for 4 weeks, and then we've got to try and have a holiday at the end. So I think we might just be giving my sister a whole lot of stuff to bring over for us.
Fancy clothes.
Fancy clothes. And last one, mindset and mentality. Did you enjoy it?
I did, yes. I did enjoy it.
She didn't sound convincing, did she? What did you enjoy about it?
I enjoyed the countryside, seeing wildlife, and achieved the achievement of doing it.
Yeah, I think because, like I said a number of times, there's nothing to see really. I mean, there's a lot to see, but there's nothing to stop and see or get off and have a Coke. It did feel like we were in a bit of a training camp. So I think my idea is when we in France and Spain, it's okay to slow down. Just pooter around. I reckon we get up, we hit it, we do a couple of Ks, and then we kind of pootle for the rest of the day. But I think learning to stop is probably the thing I have to learn. But I feel confident about going to Spain. Do you?
Yep.
Bit late if you're not. All right, see ya.